What up, guys? We are back today with another post from All Is Mind. This one is called You Can Change Your Life Today, literally, and it's got 475 upvotes. And here it goes. A few days ago, we had an amazing group conversation on Discord about how you can change your life today in a few hours, a few days, depending on how much dedication you have to your desirable state. So I decided to make a post about it and share it with you all. How is this done? You take one idea or affirmation. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be something like, I am blessed in love, or I have a perfect life, or even specific things like I earn a specific amount of money per month, or even the YouTube kind of affirmations like, my partner is addicted to me, LOL. Truly, it can be anything. Any affirmation can have effects in hours or days depending on how strongly you decide to keep it and refuse to go back to the opposite ones. You affirm constantly without even noticing that those are actually affirmations because you see some of them as facts. This is the problem. You see your desirable reality as affirmations, something unreal, vague, or hope matter. You say to yourself, oh my God, I have to affirm this shit to make it happen. Why can't it be natural? On the other side, you see the negative reality as facts. Without being aware of the content of your mind and without being aware of those facts, that those facts are something you created and keep creating with your natural affirmations that you repeat constantly. Those you adopted by default for whatever reason. When I decide to affirm something, it is not, quote, fact versus, quote, affirmation. I understand that both are ideas, both are thoughts. So anytime you think that you are affirming something against facts, you are practicing self-sabotage. Something you consider as fact will always win. That's pretty key right there. So if you look closely at any fact in your life, you will see that behind it is an affirmation, an idea, a thought. Therefore, understand that it is always affirmation against affirmation and never fact against affirmation. This is visible only when you decide to be aware of your mind. So back to the original purpose of this post. How can you change your life today or in a few days? Let's say the idea/reality you want is I am loved like a god or goddess, because that was the subject of our Discord conversation. Most people who affirm, they just relax and repeat it like a parrot and hope that it will work. This is a waste of time and is not what I teach. First of all, that idea is far from your actual state of mind. You should not affirm it now. If that idea is too far from your actual state of mind, if it's too far away from your present state of mind, don't affirm it now. Same is true if you have no concept of what it means or what it feels like. In any case, you should go with something that you can conceive, something that you can allow or accept. Like I said it often, it makes no sense for me now to think that I can swim in lava, so I don't try to affirm it now. Of course, with time and practice, more and more things feel possible and acceptable to you because of your practice and growing understanding. But let's say that you decided the affirmation is, I am loved like a goddess, and you know it is possible, or God, for you, and that is something you can allow. The idea would become reality in hours or days if you refuse to feed your mind with anything contradictory to that state of mind, which means you stop waiting for messages or whatever, victimhood, checking social media, seeing yourself as a poor, lonely person, someone to have pity for, etc. You accept the idea that you are loved like a goddess and everything it involves, period. The world could crush you, beat you, humiliate you, torture you. You would refuse to leave it. That is dedication, you see. Of course, no such thing would happen to you, haha. But it is important to illustrate that there is no excuses to accept any thought or attitude that is opposed to your desired idea. because many people affirm, I'm loved like a goddess. And the moment they see no message from their SP, they abandon the entire desirable state and go back to who am I anyway? A piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. You see, there is a new affirmation. You see, here is a new affirmation. An affirmation that would send you, okay, so when you go and counteract, you say, I'm a piece of shit. That is a new affirmation, an affirmation that would send you right back to your hell, he says. Abandon being a goddess or god just because you saw no messages. How ironic. No one can expect result with so little dedication or self-control. Needless to say that if you constantly change your ideas, states, affirmations, then you could never see any stable, positive result. In that case, you can affirm something on and off for years and you would not change, because this is not wishful thinking. It is not hope. It requires a true dedication and change on your part. When you want a new reality, you keep it in your mind and there's no excuses to trade it for BS thoughts. And then he's got this quote here: whoever has no rule over his own spirit, and in parentheses he wrote mind, is like a city broken down without walls. From Proverbs 25:28. Five Irate writes, it is basically like, don't just repeat your affirmation like a parrot. Take an affirmation which you can accept and feel it like it is already fact, reality now, and be dedicated to that state and affirm it no matter what the world/3D shows you. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Journal Love wrote, I think that is 100% correct. Babbling off hundreds of empty affirmations is as much use as reading the ingredients off a soup can. One affirmation you believe to be possible for you that grows in strength because you can believe it is infinitely more powerful. The Law LA writes, a week ago I reread your post. What would you do if you knew you were the god of your life? And really focused on the mental state and feeling of it. Every time I would have an opposing thought, I would say to myself, a god doesn't think like that. And that was mainly my affirmation for the whole day. Before the day finished, everything seemed to be transforming. First and foremost, my mood. For the next days, I was getting things done without even doubting or craving for them, because I knew that I am the only one who decides. It was like an ecstatic game. Now I'm back to my, quote, old man, life just happens to me, I need proof state, feeling nostalgic about this magical week. This is not the first time I drastically shift in and out of states. And wonder, is it just practice that will make me constantly dwell in the desired state? Any hint/advice is welcome. It looks like nobody replied to that, but that's definitely relatable. The secret is there's no secret, just consistency. Don't abandon your new self-concept when you see success. Very true. Yeah, so, I mean, this, just like a lot of stuff, I mean, I always talk about how all this stuff is so related and it's really just saying the same thing. But this reminds me of John Kehoe's Mind Power, because he talks about that. He talks about weeding the garden of the mind and how you have to keep weeding it, the weeds will grow. Like, you're out there gardening, you're tilling the soil, whatever. That's part of the reason that farmers till their soil, is because they're getting rid of the weeds. And whatever visualization helps you, I find that one to be useful. It's like, you got to keep doing that. You have to keep removing those weeds and planting the desirable fruit, planting the desirable, beautiful garden that you want to have. Anyways, guys, once again, I appreciate everybody on the channel. Let me know if there's something in particular you guys want to see. I had somebody ask me about revision, so I'm going to put together a video on revision. I have used revision in the past. It's not something that I use very often. Maybe I could or should use it, but regardless, I will post a video on that. Maybe I might give it some try to apply it myself and then post a video. So, because I want to deliver something that's actually useful. I don't want to just kind of gloss over it and not really shed any light on it. So that will be coming. But other than that, guys, let me know what else you guys are interested in watching, seeing. How is everything going? Are any of these techniques working for you guys? Are you guys, has anybody had any success stories? Let me know in the comments below. Love hearing from you guys all the time, and drop me a like, drop me a comment, and I will see you guys soon.